I think we're live. So, good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Daniel Umstead, host of the RNG radio show. I got with me my special guest, my amazing guest, coming back for part 2 on the RNG radio show, the one and only Kim Dansby Berry with Boreal Insurance Agency. How you doing today, Kim?
I'm good, Daniel. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, you got to tell me what you've been up to and why folks need to get in contact with you today.
So, first of all, thank you for having me again. And we are Boreal Insurance Brokerage. We are a boutique insurance brokerage located here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're at 6218 Chew Avenue. We specialize in working with small business owners, but we also do homeowners insurance, car insurance. If you're a business owner, we do everything from your property to your liability, your health insurance, and short-term disability insurance. So we are a one-stop shop. We've tried to pride ourselves on educating small business owners on what insurances they need and why they need them.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are told, well, you need general liability when they sign a lease or they start a business, but they're really not sure what it does or why they need it.
Okay.
And so we walk our clients A to Z. Here's what you need. Here's potentially what you should be looking at for next steps. Right? When you bring on employees, you know you by law need workers' comp, but when do you bring on the medical insurance and what are your costs? So we try to walk people through all of that.
Okay. Now, I want to actually go into it. For folks that don't know, I think the last time we were talking was about sisters. What was the...
Sisters Talking Money.
Sisters Talking Money. So last time we had a conversation about that. Now we want to move over to the insurance portion of it. Now, starting with a small business, let's say somebody that is doing cooking, because I do come across a lot of those who have their own catering business, those individuals who, are doing their own personal meals and such. Why would somebody like that need insurance?
So if you are cooking for others, there's food liability insurance, which protects you in the case that somebody gets food poisoning from eating, it's not intentional, but things happen. Mm-hmm. The food liability protects you in the event that they decide to seek litigation for whatever reason. If you have a food truck, there's liabilities on the truck. You need to insure not just the truck, but you want to insure what's inside the truck, which comes under what we call inland marine policies. So you don't want to put your supplies on your personal auto insurance because it actually won't. Your personal auto insurance is only going to cover a certain amount of product that is business related. So if you're using your personal car to transport, if you've got a catering business and you're using your car to transport items, it's only going to cover a certain percentage of that if there is a claim. So if you're somebody who's got $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 of supplies in your car, you really want to put that under an inland marine policy, which is a separate policy than your auto. So I think those are the 2 or 3 main coverages that food vendors would want to make sure that they have.
Okay. Now, stepping away from those that maybe not be dealing food or, something to the point where somebody might get food poisoning, but let's say somebody is opening up just a general consultation, that they got their own lease, they're pretty much just offering those business consultation services. What type of insurance would be beneficial for that to protect them?
So the first would be general liability, which most landlords and or loan providers want to see. That is going to protect not just in the event that you are sued, because it provides what we call defense costs. It'll help pay for the attorney. It will potentially give you award money or cover the award if somebody is awarded, if the plaintiff is awarded damages. But the general liability, if you've got a brick and mortar, it's the first line of defense, we call it. So whether you're consultating, daycare, adult learning, a contractor who's got a storefront, right? I'm thinking of the people on the corner.
Oh, the real estate.
The real estate, because you've got people coming in and out all the time, right? It could be as simple as somebody going down the sidewalk in front of your property, they trip and fall.
You need that insurance.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's general liability, and then depending upon the services that you're offering, it could be professional liability, right? As realtors, you probably have E&O insurance. Professional liability, depending upon your industry, is sometimes referred to as errors and omissions. So you and I, in both of our industries, it's called errors and omissions. For somebody who's giving consultative information, it would be referred to as professional liability.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
And the difference between the professional liability and the general liability.
I was about to ask that.
General, I tend to tell people, protects kind of like the business in the building. The professional is going to provide or defend in the event of intellectual information.
Okay. And can you touch on that a little bit more in regards to the intellectual information?
So when we are giving advice, it's considered intellectual advice, right?
Okay.
It's based upon either our knowledge of the industry or opinions, and so that is covered separately from a trip and fall.
I gotcha. And then I know that everybody's policy is going to be different, and I know that most folks, especially when it comes to auto insurance, there's a cost to it. For business owners, like, how much should they be on average budgeting, for, let's say, general liability insurance?
So this can vary, but depending on your business, I've seen as low as $400 or $500. Honestly, I've seen recently, if with the number of people who are working from home, if you do not have people coming to see you in your home, if you're working at a home but you're purely virtual, and you are a more intellectually driven business, like a business consultant, an education consultant, I've seen those policies as low as a couple $100 because they're not protecting the building, they're just protecting if you're sued for other reasons. If the more complex your business is, the higher the general liability is going to be, right? So for truckers, couple thousand is not unheard of.
Okay.
The larger the building, the more expensive it is. So I recently rewrote a building that's almost 30,000 square feet. They're paying about $3,000 in liability insurance.
Okay. Now the cost that you mentioned, is that something that's on a monthly basis or annual basis?
Policies are written on an annual basis.
Okay.
And then clearly the cost can be broken out.
Gotcha. Okay, so somebody who is working maybe virtually from home, doing their own business consultation, they're looking at maybe like $10 to $12 on a monthly basis then.
Correct.
Okay, all right, that's really good. And then if you can you give contact information again as far as where folks can find you and get in contact with you?
Sure. The easiest way is by calling us at 732-343-0618. I actually don't know the business number by heart, but or emailing at info@Boreal, BOREALIB.com. Again, info@BOREALIB.com, or follow us on Facebook at Boreal Insurance Brokerage, or on Instagram under Kamira Dansby Berry or Kim Dansby Berry, or Sisters Talking Money. Because on the Sisters Talking Money platform, we turn a lot of this information into knowledgeable nuggets.
Okay, awesome. And then give me like a horror story why somebody should have gotten insurance. Because, everybody's like, okay, I know I need to pay for the money now. I know I need to get this in order. I know what consequences could be happening. But can you give us an example or story of what happened when somebody didn't use insurance and what happened to them?
So I've got one example where somebody had signed a lease in anticipation of opening a small business. She didn't tell me for a couple months, and about a year later, she received documents stating she was being sued.
Oh, sued for what? Can you go into that?
Somebody tripped and fell. Claimed they tripped and fell outside of the property she was renting.
Oh my
So they were suing the tenant, which was the business owner, the building owner, and the city.
Oh, wow. So a triple threat. And then because she didn't have the basic general liability insurance.
She had to pay out of pocket to defend, so she had to pay an attorney out of pocket.
Oh, my.
That case ended up being nothing because the person didn't actually trip and fall.
Okay.
But it didn't stop the panic when she received the legal notification that she was being sued. And
Sure,
she was
of
like,
course.
Kim, I had the property. And I was like, but so let me say this. The moment you sign a lease, or actually the moment before you sign the lease, you really need to have general liability insurance in place, because legally you could be sued. Because once you sign the lease agreement, your name is out there in the public as being the tenant or the landlord of that property. And that that liability starts from that moment.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then I would say another story is, this is another client who owns an interior design business. The work was completed. The woman indicated she was not happy with the services and that damage had been caused to her home, and sued. Now, could it be that she just didn't want to pay? That's kind of where I lean. But the insurance is paying to defend my client, and it's still in litigation, so we'll see what happens. But what if you do the work? And that's what people don't think. It's interior design. Who would possibly not be happy?
Right.
You'd be surprised.
Right. Listen, it's not the shade of blue that I wanted. I told you green. No, you said orange. You wrote down orange. I told you green. I wanted to stay with green, and you didn't give me green. So, no, I completely understand. But that's crazy, that so many people are out here taking advantage. And as you said, the moment that it hits public, for those that, watch Friday, I slipped and hurt my back, and my neck, and my back. And, they take advantage of that. So be careful out there. Get in contact with Kim. It's a simple conversation. And also, because, time is money, or I should say time is just time and money is money. But Kim, how long, do you typically spend with somebody who might be a small business owner as far as the consultation?
15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
It doesn't take long. And remember, a conversation is free.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And with that conversation, how do they get started again as far as giving you a call?
732-343-0618 or info@Boreal, BOREALIB.com.
Awesome. Well, Kim, I want to thank you again so much for coming on the RNG radio show a second time. Definitely want to highlight to everybody out here that I do this as far as for free promotion to help promote individuals, their businesses, and their services. So, Kim, thank you again for taking the time on this beautiful, I know we're supposed to get thunderstorms later, but this beautiful Saturday morning to come and talk with me and let me know about your services. Is there anything else that you want to share for everybody?
Thank you for tuning in. We love working with other small business owners such as Daniel, who's got a great real estate.
Oh, there's so
Realtor.
much. What is it? Real estate, the credit repair, the resume writing.
Writing.
Looking at law school next year. So yeah, whole lot of stuff coming. So I definitely know the importance of legal, especially looking to get into the field myself.
And I believe each one reach one, each one teach one. If we knew better, we do better. And so reach out. Let's have a conversation. It really doesn't cost anything.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for watching, and tune into the next episode and the next interview that I have on RNG Radio Show.
Have a good day.